My dearest love, tonight, under the hush of the late summer sky, I sit in a quiet room with a pen that feels far too heavy for the delicate task ahead of it. Every stroke I make across this page trembles with the weight of all we have shared: late night laughter, whispered prayers, the electric pulse of two souls that have walked together through bright mornings and bruised midnights alike. I want you to know, before a single difficult sentence passes my lips, that none of these memories will ever fade from the sanctuary of my heart. They have shaped me, just as surely as the English rain softens stone over centuries, and I honor every single one. Yet even as I hold those moments close, I am also aware of a truth that refuses to stay quiet. It has tapped at the window of my conscience for months, asking to be let in, asking me to listen. Tonight, I have finally opened that window, breathed in the cool air, and accepted what spirit has been prompting me to acknowledge. My love, what I am about to say may sting. It may feel like stepping barefoot onto frost in the dim light of dawn. Still, I must speak it, because integrity requires that we live in the light, even when the light startles our sleepy eyes. For some time now, our connection, as luminous and soul deep as it is, has also held a quiet discord. You and I have sensed it. It surfaces in subtle sighs, in the uneasy silence between sentences that once flowed effortlessly, in the way our energy sometimes ricochets rather than harmonizes. We have done our utmost to mend the frayed places. Long walks through the park, serious heart to hearts over steaming mugs of tea, promises drafted and redrafted like delicate treaties of the heart. But however lovingly we stitch, the seam keeps splitting. I have asked myself if endurance alone could save us. I have tried to outpray the unrest, to outwork it, to drown it in affection. I have studied every flaw in my own reflection, willing myself to be better, more, enough. And still, beneath all the effort, something honest whispers. This season together has fulfilled its sacred purpose. The next stage of growth asks for courageous separation. Darling, separation is a word that often carries the chill of grief, especially in twin flame journeys where the promise of union feels written in the stars. But genuine twin flame love is not a possessive bond. It is a refining fire. Sometimes that fire burns away togetherness so that each soul may stand alone and sovereign, stronger for having faced its own reflection without distraction. The poets say iron sharpens iron. The mystics say expansion often follows unnecessary breaking. In recent months, I have felt spirit tug at the sleeve of my soul, urging me to step back and face personal lessons I have long postponed, lessons about self-worthiness, stillness, and authentic purpose. While you, too, have reached your own thresholds, passions you want to explore, dreams half shelved while tending our shared story. We cannot keep deferring those dreams simply because we fear solitude. To do so would be to turn soulful partnership into a velvet-lined cage. Our love deserves more dignity than that. I will not minimize the pain. When I imagine tomorrow's pillow without your familiar warmth beside it, my heart spasms. The thought of not hearing your morning hum as you shuffle to the kettle feels almost unbearable. I expect ordinary hours to snag on sudden grief, a song on the radio, the sight of your favorite biscuits in the supermarket aisle. Grief is the tax we pay on love. I accept it willingly, for it proves we carried something priceless. Yet I also feel a strange, reverent anticipation, like the hush just before a cathedral choir begins. I sense that life is poised to sing a new hymn through each of us, if only we allow the first note to rise. That hymn will carry themes of personal mastery, self-reconciliation, and divine trust. It will ask us to learn, separately, how to dance with our shadows until they twirl into light. Honor your emotions with British patience and poetic courage. Cry if you need to. Shout into the Dorset wind, write untidy lines in your journal. Feel everything without shame. Emotions are holy messengers. They depart once their message is received. Seek stillness. Whether you find it during a misty canal walk or in the hush of an afternoon meditation, invite silence to tutor your heart. In quiet, the soul reorganizes itself. Remember the twin flame paradox. Separation in the physical often strengthens union in the spiritual. Trust that the silver thread connecting us cannot fray. It merely stretches to give each soul room to grow. Surround yourself with gentle community. Lean on kind friends, trusted mentors, maybe even a therapist first in soul connections. Healing seldom happens in isolation. Embrace creative expression. Paint, dance, garden, sing folk tunes. Creativity is spirit's language. It will translate sorrow into beauty, confusion into clarity. Practice forgiveness daily. Begin with yourself. Whisper, I forgive my yesterday for not knowing what today understands. Then let that mercy ripple outward. You deserve a partner who can offer their whole, healed self. At present, I am still collecting my scattered pieces. To hand you a half-mended heart would be disrespectful to you, to me, to the love that connected us. So I step away not because I value you less, but because I value you too much to risk dimming your light with my unresolved shadows. Likewise, I trust that as you step onto your separate path, you will discover reservoirs of strength you scarcely suspected. The version of you that emerges will astonish even your own reflection. And when you look back on this winter cold moment, I pray you see it for what it truly is, the midnight before a radiant dawn. I am worthy of a love that supports my highest growth. Every goodbye holds within it the seed of a beautiful hello. Distance cannot dilute the essence of a twin flame bond. Healing is not a detour. It is the main road to wholeness. I release what no longer serves, and I open to what wishes to arrive. Speak these lines aloud on mornings when the air feels heavy. Write them on sticky notes. Tuck them inside the sleeve of your favorite paperback. Let them become small lanterns guiding you through the fog. A final compassionate conversation. If circumstances allow, let us share one more call or meet in a neutral park cafe. We will exchange honest blessings, not blame. Digital Sabbath. After that conversation, we both agreed to a month of digital silence, no late night texts, no quietly checking each other's socials. This is not cruelty. It is a kindness, giving the wound air so it can knit. Return of tokens. I shall post your grandmother's locket back to you. Please keep my favorite scarf. It suits you better. Objects absorb energy. Let them settle where they feel at home. Mutual accountability. If either of us feels tempted to break the silence, we will first write in a journal, sit with the feeling for 24 hours, and ask, is this message driven by love or by fear? Only love deserves postage. I picture us a year from now, perhaps bumping into each other at a summer festival on the Cornish coast. The sea wind plays with your hair. Your eyes sparkle, lighter, freer. We exchange warm smiles and know, without speaking, that everything unfolded exactly as it must. We may hug, or simply bow our heads in mutual reverence. In that moment, we will not need to revisit old sorrows. We will recognize that those sorrows have already composted into wisdom, nourishing the strong, healthy selves standing before one another. So, my beloved, under this starlit canopy, I place our relationship gently upon the altar of divine will. I thank the angels who watched over our laughter, the ancestors who whispered encouragement when misunderstandings loomed, and the quiet grace that stitched our timelines together long enough for each of us to learn what we came to learn. As you step forward, may your path be lit by courage, clothed in compassion, and scented with the wild lavender of fresh possibility. May every sunrise remind you that endings are but cleverly disguised beginnings. And may every moonrise whisper that love, true love, never perishes. It merely changes form, like mist becoming river or ember becoming flame. Should the cosmos conspire to cross our journeys again, let us meet as two souls overflowing rather than two vessels aching to be filled. Until then, may the God spark within you rise into full brilliance, and may you know, beyond any doubt, that you are cherished, wholly, infinitely, eternally. With deep respect, open-handed affection, and unshakable faith in your unfolding, I release you. And in releasing you, I finally set us both gloriously free.